It's a beautiful night right here, and we are just 19 hours, yes, we are counting it down, until kickoff right here. Tomorrow, Ohio State takes on Texas here in the shoe as the Longhorns come to town. The stadium will be packed. We know that for certain.
And to me, it just seems like we were in the horseshoe celebrating that national championship. To me, it seems like we were just in Dallas watching the Buckeyes win that game, and here we are, 232 days tomorrow, playing them again.
Yep, they're asking all the fans to get as loud as possible because they will need every last one of those fans. And we were inside, we were hearing that music jacked up.
Yeah, and we want to bring in the athletic director.
Come right
of the
here.
Ohio
Come on
State
right in, Ross.
University, the one and only Ross Bjork.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. You came here, and I got to tell you, you're doing an incredible job. I love what you're doing. And one of the things you wanted to do was engage the fans more. You're going to ring the victory bell before the game starts. And by the way, the great Archie Griffin's going to do it.
He'll be our
Some
first
other
one.
things. The band is moving. Just talk about your message, I guess, to the fans, what you're attempting to do.
Yeah, you know, when I got here last summer, people kept telling me, hey, we need to modernize, we need to innovate, we need to create a better, home field advantage, even though it's already great, right? We have great fans. We have the most loyal, dedicated fans in the country. But, how do we use technology? How do we take tradition and evolve it? So tradition evolved is really our theme, and that was our anchor the whole time. And really, it's simple. Home field advantage. And when people walk away from here, they say, I'm coming back, no matter what. And then, so you have Buckeye leaves that our fans can earn, meaning on third down, we need to create false starts. We need to have them call a timeout. They need to go to a silent count. We need to rattle the quarterback. When we do presentations, we're going to utilize the north end zone ramp and have a stage set, and we have this new crystal football that'll be presented. We don't want any really downtime, and that was the key. No downtime, create flexibility, engage the fans, have them earn something. We'll have Buckeye leaves placed in the stadium. So just lots of cool things. And then we're able to honor legacies, right? Archie, the second year of the Heisman Trophy, 50th anniversary. So lots of cool things that I think everyone will appreciate and get used to. It'll take some time. We understand that, but it's going to be really cool to see it unfold tomorrow.
And from your 30,000-foot perspective, overseeing all of athletics, football's one thing, okay? Do you take that mentality and spread it across all sports? And if you're not doing something and you're standing still, then you're getting passed by others?
Yeah, that's a great point. So this philosophy and these elements, we can't do everything for a soccer game right? But basketball, we want that to be engaging. We want our volleyball atmosphere at the Cavelli Center to be engaging. We're taking a new lighting scheme at the Schottenstein Center. We're adding a scarlet and gray court because we want it to feel more intimate, right? We can't shrink the size of the Schottenstein Center, but how do we make it feel more intimate? How do we have the music, be consistent? Again, moments of just getting fans involved. And then the other thing too is our Block O, our student organization. We're moving them to the south end zone where they're consolidated. We want to do more things in basketball and other sports to engage Block O. So this is a comprehensive all-sport endeavor, but obviously football is the centerpiece, and this is where it'll start. But it'll be really cool to see for all of our sports.
Kick it off with this one.
Break it down real quick for us, because you get into practice more than us.
You want me to pull out the game plan? You want me to pull out the
How do they look? How do they look? And what do you expect out of Julian Sand making his first start? By the way, 19-year-old kid, and by the way, you get a start against Texas.
Oh yeah, by the way, welcome to starting quarterback at Ohio State, at the Ohio State University. But here's what I look at. I'm not into play calling. I'll talk to coach about game planning and things like that. I look at the mentality. I look at the chemistry. I look at, how hard are we practicing it? I can see the effort piece. Tuesday's practice was physical, and you know what? Some guys got after each other, right? Because they're competitive and they're hungry. And what I think is really cool about Ohio State is we talk about the brotherhood, but within that is competition, and competition makes the team better. And so those are the things that I look for, and I like the attitude of these young men. Even though we're young in a lot of spots, there's still a maturity, because we can recruit to that, right? We can recruit excellence, and we can recruit, good young men. So I just like their edge. I think they're going to play hard. Look, we don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of new pieces, but I just think our guys are going to come out with this competitive edge, and that's what Buckeyes expect.